All right, so we've got our message testing copy. We're now going to get our landing page copy. So we're going to paste pretty much the exact same thing that we had for the ad copy. We're going to also add in our documents, but we're going to include our message testing document as well. And let's see what we get. So same headline as from the message testing. So the style that we've gone for here is we've gone for a story based format, if you will. So it's sort of like a blog lander. See, it's similar to the ad copy. To be fair, they've actually used our hook, which is good, but it's I mean, you could use this as ad copy, to be fair, as well. Look, so I'm not going to read it again. Pause it and read it yourself. I'm just going to skim through it to make sure it looks good. I like I like the tone, right? The way it's speaking, forgetting names of people. It's like someone's actually written it, right? Instead of it being professional and edited and, forgetting names of people I've known for ages. It's just like real people talk, right? So I like these pain points. Missing doctor's appointments, hunting for glasses on top of the head. Yeah, I like this. This would be great as ad copy as well, by the way. Potentially, we might even test this as ad copy. I like it. It's just more detailed. That the reason why, you know, I like long form copy, but it's got its time and place, right? Sometimes it's a little bit too much. What we got to think of is that the longer our copy, the more chance we slip in keywords or phrases or terminology that Facebook don't like. Okay, so that's some of the reasons why I sometimes go for shorter copy, is because we can often find a higher click through rate through that. We can't pre-sell as much as what we'd really like, but that's why we've got the VSL, right? The VSL is usually 45 minutes to an hour long and does most of the heavy lifting, if not all. So, that's the upshot of that. So short copy, 1 or 2 lines can do remarkably well. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with testing long copy. I've had shorter copy that I just haven't been able to get to work with a specific offer. I've tested a long form copy like what we're looking at here. I smashed it out of the park. So, time and place, but obviously it's there to test. But yeah, I quite like this so far. I love this. This is actually really good for an ad, for a Facebook ad. I love how it's written. I love the way I really like the way it's discovered by some really smart folks, and they like just how casual it is and conversational. Maybe a little bit repetitive. Love that. Love how it's a realistic sort of time frame. Nothing overnight. Love the card game thing, like from that other ad copy that we had. Nice. I prefer this to the ad, to the control ad. So there we go. I might actually whack this in as a control ad. Now, one thing that I'm not 100% on is I'd like to see some longer headlines. This is fantastic. I want to tell it, right? I want to tell it. So doing a good job. Let's keep this flow. But give me 2 other variations of the landing page headline. Make them longer. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see how many words they use. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is more like a Facebook ad headline. Let's try 20 words. Do we have some examples? Just want to quickly look at the email swipes. I could just opened it up in Google Drive, to be fair, instead of opening it up in this document. Nah, they're just not good enough. The email swipe, that's better. Very pain point driven, or negative aspect driven, I guess. Not bad, but all right. Let's just see what it can do straight off the bat. Let's try 20 words. Well, let's just see what it does first. Then we can give it some input. Yeah. Quite like the secret to a razor sharp memory, but then it pisses it up with a colon, semicolon, whatever it is. It's not bad, but try again, but keep it first person, story format, and keep it conversational. See what happens now. It's better. We can play around with this. I quite like this, and we could maybe mix it up with something from there as well. So, I mean, that looks good to me. I think, we can mess around with this. I'm not going to go with this as is, but we can play around with it. So I think we leave it there. I love this, which we'll definitely use on the lander, and in the ad as well, maybe. Definitely test it at least. And then we'll play around with these headlines to get something that's going to be good enough to use.